So, recently, I figured out that this website had miniatures on them. I didn't even, I don't know, for some reason, it just didn't like dawn on me that they could have miniatures. I, as you know, if you have been a subscriber for here for any amount of time, you know that I love miniature stuff. And that's not just me and my family, it is a generational thing. So let me prove to you. So this here was handed down to me, um, and it was my grandmother's from Scotland. Well, my grandmother wasn't from Scotland, but she got this in Scotland. Oh, the sky is beautiful right now. And I just thought it was so beautiful. So I found out that, like I said, Factory Direct Craft had a bunch of miniatures on there. And I'll tell you, I'm a really, my taste in like decor and all that, as you can tell, is kind of like romantic, Victorian, just like classy. I don't know how you would really describe it. I think it's like if you were to go inside of a fairy's house, um, like a classy fairy, this is the house that you would find. Like, you know. And so I like to buy miniatures that are the same way because that's how I like to decorate things that are like elegant looking. Elegant, that's the word, not classy, elegant. Um, so they had this Mozart bust on Factory Direct Craft. It's like 1 inch, well, it's a little bit more than 1 inch tall. Well, maybe it's an inch tall. I don't know. It's tiny and it's cute. So I got that, and I think this was like only $2. Their miniatures were pretty cheap. They had these little apothecary jars. There was two of them for like $3, I think. Little expensive, but they're so freaking cute. And the lids, they do come off fairly easily. Now, I am only a little disappointed because I ordered something and got a different thing. I ordered a little tiny spoon display case because I just love tiny silverware, and I have a lot of tiny silverware, and so I thought that tiny display case would be perfect to display things. Instead, you know what the fuck they sent me? I mean, you gotta kind of laugh, but because I've never seen something this small, but like I could have made this easily myself. It's just a piece of junk, really. Pampers. And the disappointing part on top of all that is they don't even pull out, and they're not even little diapers. Like, come on, you could have at least made me one tiny diaper. But no, they just like scrunched a bunch of paper up in there and took it. And then there was this little antique lantern. I want to do a little tiny scene for Mark, and he likes things like this. So I got this for him and this bust. So I think I'm going to do like a little like library. I think I'm going to do his library in miniature. So we could do like a, what do you call it? A book, the things you put in your bookcase. I can't remember what the hell, the dioramas, no. What are they called? I don't know. I know one of you will tell me what down below. Where you make the little world inside of a box, and then you can put it in your bookcase. I want to make like his library for him to like put in his bookcase in his library. And this little thing, it will go perfect in there, and so will this. So yeah, I'm going to be putting, I think what would be really fun is if you want to contribute to that craft, because I want to start doing crafts that like include all of you guys with me, like with the idea and all that stuff. Since this is the first one, I'm going to just take the reins on the idea, but like send out a calling if you want to do this. I am not asking you to do this in any way if you don't want to. But if you feel compelled, you can make me a tiny book that I can then put in this tiny library. It has to be like an inch tall or smaller. maybe 1.5 inches at the biggest, but I don't want a big, like big books because it's going to be a miniature thing. So I want things to be fit to scale. So 1/1/12 scale is what I'm going to be doing. 1/12 scale. So 1 inch equals 12 inches. 12. Wait, 1/12. I don't know. You can look it up, but I just make the books an inch if you want. I'll provide an address down below that you can send them to. And yeah, I'll put together this library. We'll do a whole video on it, putting it together. I think I'm going to be using like one of the old wooden boxes that Mark and I bought when we went to the flea markets in Jonesboro a couple years ago. I think it's going to be really fun. So if you're interested in contributing, like I said, you could make and send me a book. It doesn't have to be like a working book, or it doesn't have to be a book that opens even. It could just be like a decorative cover, just something I could put on a bookshelf that's going to look good. Or you can send me a tiny decoration if you want. It doesn't matter. But I just want to open up a craft to you guys so we can like all contribute if you want to. Like I said, this is not like a have-to thing. I'm not asking you to do it if you don't want to. I just think it'll be fun. It will give us something to do during these last few weeks of winter. So I love you all so much. I just wanted to share these little crafts, these little miniatures with you, because I know a lot of you guys love miniatures too. And yeah, I will again put the address down below that you can send your book to if you want to make a book. And if you've already sent me books, know that they're going to be going into this craft. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.